Hello, and welcome back to City Beat. I'm your host, Greg, from the Lewiston City Library. Joining me today are Alexa Eccles and Heather Stout, both from the library. Thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you.
Our pleasure to be here.
Oh, it's great to have you on the show. So let's talk a little bit about what's happening in the library right now as we speak. What's going on these days?
Very exciting times at the library right now. We're just finishing up our 3-year strategic plan, so we held a lot of public meetings and listened to a lot of the community members to hear what they want to see in the next 3 years in the library's future. So you should see lots more children activities, teen activities, space for everyone, which kind of leads me into the next part of second floor construction. So from April to August of this year, we're working on designing the second floor. So more to come, more details, but the roof garden, the 250-person meeting room space, other things you're excited about?
Yeah. Oh, I'm all excited about everything that's going to go upstairs. We're going to have so much more space, so many more room for computers, things like that. So, absolutely. Woohoo!
It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It is.
I can't wait to see it.
And then construction starting right this summer with our second floor bathrooms. We were fortunate to receive a $90,000 community development block grant, and so shortly you will see construction happening in the library on the second floor. We'll also add an automatic opener to the 5th Street door, which has been needed, I think, since we opened, and so that'll be a great addition too. So.
Absolutely. And it'll be nice because, correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't there multiple programs for adults as well as youth that happen upstairs, and how nice will it be to have that access to a restroom facility so close nearby?
Absolutely. We just had a program up there, a Town of Negotiable Virtue, Gary Bush, Steve Branting, 125 people.
Yeah, it was our biggest program.
Packed, and it would have been much more convenient for people to be able to be comfortable in the space that they were visiting. So. Absolutely.
And so you got a 3-year plan going, talking about second floor expansion, roof garden. What else is on the horizon for the library right now in the next year or two?
Well, shorter than a year, even like right now, summer reading. I don't know if you want to talk, because construction and planning and, you know, all the fundraising, all of that is not enough. We have to do it in our busiest time, but our most exciting time for sure. Summer reading, you want to talk about the children's summer reading?
I sure will. We, as usual, Lewiston City Library always has summer reading program for everyone. So we have a children's program, we have a teen program, we have an adult program. We want the whole family reading, moms, dads, grandmas, grandpas, babies, everybody. This year the theme is all about superheroes. How fun is that?
I'm like, woohoo, superheroes.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
Yes, we know that. So the children's program is called Every Hero Has a Story, and the teens is Unmask, and the adults is Escape the Ordinary. Now we have a big, huge kickoff coming June 6th. That's a Saturday from 1 to 4 in front of the library. We're having a bouncy house, and there's all sorts of crafts that you can do and games to play. At that point, you can register for summer reading, or on our website, summer reading registration will be available mid-May, I believe May 15th. You can register. We'll register you if you would prefer that to happen. This summer, Wednesday programming at 2 o'clock for the kids and families every Wednesday in June and July. We have a veterinarian coming. We're going to be doing animal puppets. We're going to be visiting with an animal. We're also doing community heroes, firemen, policemen, all sorts of fun people coming for that. So that'll be happening. On Tuesday afternoons, we have teen programming. They're doing selfies, and they're doing Instagramming and all sorts of fun stuff. So we'd like to have lots of teens participate. We also have lots of teens that help us out in the summer at our summer reading table, and they help register the little ones and give them their prizes. So that's fun. And then, of course, we have our adult program. So we hope everybody in the Valley comes down. Remember, everybody that reads over the summer, all the kids that read over the summer will do far better when they get back to school in the fall, because they've been reading consistently. So we want them to make sure that they read over the summer.
Well, and the best part of it is, how much does it cost?
Oh, $0. So, yes.
Free is very good.
That is great for the whole family, and I know that historically the Wednesday programming for families has been great, with great turnouts, very exciting, a lot of fun things to do if you're home and just want something fun to do in the afternoon with the kids.
Well, and we're so lucky here in the Valley that we have such good support. We have local businesses give us prizes that we're able then to give to the kids for their reading, and we're very lucky to have all the support that we do have.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that as well, the incentives for reading over the summer. Not only is it good for your brain, but it's also fun for outside of the library and school as well. What happens along the way as you progress in the summer reading program?
Well, as you go week to week and you meet your goal, and you get to choose your goal, you get all sorts of different incentives, ice cream cones, passes to the pool, things like that. We also have a program at Pioneer Park on Thursday mornings called Read, Play, Learn. It's at 10 a.m. on Thursday mornings, and it's not only a story time, but Parks and Rec come, and so there's a movement part of it, and that's a very, very popular program. And you can even check out books at, from our Little Libraries program at that particular site as well. So
Well, and I like ice cream, but do adults have prizes too, or is
they
it just
do.
for the kids?
Oh, I got, you know, kind of fixated on the ice cream.
I do too, all the time, way too often.
The adults, they are writing book reviews, and then there'll be drawings, and there's different bags, and they're beautiful bags, book bags that have books and all sorts of gift cards in them and fun things, and they'll be able to put their name in a drawing and win that. And then of course the teens, the big prize for the teens is a Kindle. So pretty exciting.
Wow.
Woo! Yeah.
And for those viewers who may not know, what exactly is a Kindle?
An e-reader, yes, it's an electronic reader. You can read ebooks on it, and of course Lewiston City Library, as well as the other libraries, have Overdrive, which is a service where you can download books directly to your e-reader, whichever one you have.
How much does that cost?
That's my say.
It's
It's
all
zero.
free. It's all free. And so within the library, you're talking about the digital collection. So we've got Overdrive. And what else is available for folks who may not know and haven't really kind of crossed that bridge into the digital world yet, per se?
We're debuting Flipster, which is a digital version of magazines. And I believe we have 24 magazines that you can download to your e-reader, whatever that is. You can use an iPad, a Kindle, whatever, and you can actually read the magazine on your device. How fun would that be? And just swipe through.
Great titles like Consumer Reports, Us Weekly, Home and Garden TV. I mean, just really popular titles. 17 for all ages, children, Ranger Rick, children, teens, adults. So it's a first introduction for us, but it's been in the library community for about a year, and so we're expecting it to be just as popular here as it is everywhere else.
Well, and how handy is that? You don't need to check out a paper copy and worry about spilling your coffee or water on it. You just have to worry about your own personal device, and
And it
away you
downloads
go.
it, and no overdue charges. Very
Carry it
handy.
with you when you travel.
That's handy for me. I tend to collect those quite often. I can't help it. I like to hold on to things longer than I should.
Your voluntary contribution to
To
our
the
second
library.
floor fund. We
Woohoo.
appreciate it.
And so there's another new collection in the library right now as well that people might not be aware of. There's now, my understanding, there's CDs, just regular music that you can check out.
Yes, they're regular, just CDs, and you come on in and check them out just like you would a DVD, a book, or anything else. And again, what's the cost? Zero.
That is very nice.
Yeah.
I know myself, I've checked out one or two, and it's really neat. You know, there's some really interesting things in the collection, and really encourage folks to check that out.
It's nice to borrow something maybe that you wouldn't purchase, or just to explore a different genre of music maybe you don't listen to as well. And for children's music, you can't have enough, because, you know, listening to the same song for the 300th time, nice to switch it up a little bit and get a new disc.
Yeah,
so.
I think I've heard Frozen more than once, so I really like to switch it up myself.
We know it's your favorite song.
It is. It's right up there. In addition, so we've got, let's talk a little bit more about the summer kickoff party, June 6th.
Yes.
We've got the prizes going on. Is there going to be any special appearances this year?
We would like everybody, if you would like, to come dressed as your favorite superhero. cape and all, and that'll be tons of fun. We're setting up in our meeting room. We're setting up a place to take photographs. So bring your cell phones or your whatever you take pictures with these days, and we'll have capes for the kids to try on, and they can have their picture taken as though they're flying through space. So that'll be kind of fun too. Woo!
Very cool.
Yeah, very cool. So that will be happening, and then as we said before, lots of crafts, lots of activities, cookies to eat. Music is going to be playing in the background. I believe we'll be having one of the radio stations here, just like we had last year. So that should be fun too.
Well, and last year we had 1,200 people, 1,300 people.
There
so
were
it's
a lot of people.
It's definitely a community party, and
Absolutely.
we love to sort of launch summer in style, taking over.
Oh, yeah. And it is a lot of fun.
It is a
lot
lot
of fun for all ages.
Absolutely.
Well, is there anything else on the horizon coming up? Is there anything coming in the fall that folks might want to know about? I understand Art Off the Wall is on its way, kind of in progress. Do we want to talk about that a little bit and what that means to the community and overall for fundraising?
It's September 18th and 19th, I believe. It's coming up not too long. This year we're going to have a joint fundraiser between the Friends of the Library doing a book sale and the library's foundation doing an Art Off the Wall sale. So people are currently bringing in their recyclable art. So it should be a great sale, probably the biggest sale we've, I think, ever had, combining art and books and just great culture in the Valley.
Well, and historically it's been held at the community center, correct?
The book sales were
somewhere
held
else?
at the community center, and the Art Off the Wall was held at a local church. But this year we're hoping to do it all in the library and all together, and should be a good fundraiser. All those proceeds either go towards the second floor campaign for construction or for programs like summer reading for kids and things like that. So all donations are deductible and a great way to give to your community for a really great cause.
And if someone wants to donate something, where do they go? How do they go about that?
They can just bring it down to the library if it's art for the wall, and we'll keep it and store it for them until September, and then put it on display. And
I was going to say, just come by and give it to Greg.
Yeah. Well, let's not do that.
Any library staff can help you.
Absolutely.
Well, and there's one other thing going on in the library right now through the end of May. It's something I really like a lot. I wasn't sure if you wanted to talk about it too, but there's some steelhead growing in the library.
Yes.
Absolutely. So cute.
We have a big tank full of steelhead. It's part of a partnership we have with the Idaho Fish and Game. And it is Greg's baby. Yes, it is.
I do take care of them quite a bit.
Yes. Yeah. And they started as little teeny tiny eggs, and now, goodness, they're an inch and a half maybe long.
They are growing quite rapidly. I'm pretty
are.
Impressed. They might be larger than last year's fish.
I think so.
Well,
they have spots, and you can really see the details on them this year, and the water's so clear, well maintained.
And then late May, correct me if I'm wrong, Greg, but in late May they will be released into the river, correct?
Yes, that's when they are released back to the wild, into the Clearwater River. It's in conjunction with all the area schools who are part of the Trout in the Classroom program that happens throughout the state. So it's a really neat thing for fifth graders in the area to be part of that and go down to the park, our local park in Spalding,
and do that.
Yeah. I'm surprised, we initially thought when we started the program last year that we would just really target in on homeschoolers and preschoolers, but I'm surprised at how many adults are really fascinated, ourselves all included.
It's been great seeing that, actually, the community come out, and so many adults don't have that access. I mean, it's a great program that happens throughout the state, but being kind of confined, for lack of a better word, within schools, not everyone has access to a fifth grade classroom, nor should they, in my opinion. But it's nice to be able to have a central place where anybody can ask a question. There's a box out there for questions. How do they grow? What do they eat? What are they? Lots of great questions coming from the community, and the community at large who may not know about one of our local fish that has a huge economic and sportsman impact on the entire state.
Absolutely.
I know they're good to eat. That's what I know. But I know there's more to that too, and I'm learning.
They are good to eat, and not just for people. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. Is there anything else we'd like to talk about today before we wrap up?
Just come on down.
Come on down
Yes,
to the library.
come on down.
It's a place to be for sure.
Absolutely.
Last year we had 150,000 people come through our doors, or visitors, and so dramatic change in downtown. If you haven't been downtown, if you haven't been to the library, please stop by. It's just a transformation and it's wonderful.
Absolutely.
It is.
We'll look forward to seeing everyone.
Everyone. Well, thank you both so much for being on the show. It's been great having you here. And on behalf of my guests, Heather, Alexa, myself, and everyone else here, we hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next time on City Beat.